This week's episode of Here For It podcast is brought to you by the cookies that are made for the bacon. Rihanna talked about that in Wild Thoughts, and apparently all of our listeners think all my cookies are made for the bacon because I posted pictures to promote the episodes with my ass out, and 10,000 tops are talking to me now about nothing.
Well, my bridesmaid dress went into layaway in 2003.
And it's gonna fucking stay there. It's gonna stay there with all these goddamn tops in my inbox.
Dress to still be
and it's gonna stay there. Nope, it's gonna fucking stay there with all these tops in my inbox. My cookies are not for the bacon. And with that, I am the Superman, TheSupaman. You can find me on anything. You can find any other nigga on. And across from me is
at Ronald Matters, RONALDMATTERS. I'm spelling my name now because of you.
Look at God. Yes, Inception.
I have a blog, RonaldDeMatters.com. You know what? That's what I'm not here for. I was going to be here for something this week, but I'm not here for. Because the girls tried
that's at the end. You know that's at the end of the show. We're on the 17th
first of all,
episode.
the title is Here For It. I could be here for it at the beginning. I could not be here for it at the end.
All right, you tell me.
I'm allowed to have a full span of emotions. Tops aren't. So you can't have a full span.
All right.
And that's why we have this podcast to talk about health and wellness of black gay men out here, because we out here. Equal rights ain't equal. Not even for black gay. But anyway, this is your weekly colorful commentary on LGBT health and wellness with prep advocate and sex specialist, the Superman,
me,
and myself, culture blogger, Ronald Matters.
Him.
I put myself in charge of the icebreaker this week.
Oh, Lord.
I think it's a good one, though.
Okay.
Because today is July 4th. We record on Tuesdays, upload on Wednesdays.
INDEPENDENT. Do you know about me?
And we still looking for sponsors. So even though we are independent currently, we still looking for sponsors. If you know somebody,
still out here looking for record deals. I don't care what Jay-Z said.
Yeah,
Jay-Z talking about
I'm still holding money stacks to my ear. Jay-Z don't run nothing over here.
Okay, I'm trying to get the money stacks to hold to the ear.
Boosie was like, this down in Louisiana. Jay-Z don't run nothing down here in Louisiana. We still gonna do what we want. And ain't no other Louisiana rapper came out and had Lil Boosie back,
including the other one that's currently on Tidal.
But this week's icebreaker is: if a black barbecue starts at 2 p.m., what time do you show up? And you know the answer to this.
So the answer I give is it depends on the niggas. It depends on the niggas. Like, you gauge them based on other parties that you've been to. If you've been to other parties and you came an hour and a half late, and they were still just getting out the shower, then just come at
7.
Just come at 5. Just come at 6. But if it's somebody you don't know, and maybe they might have their shit together, come at 3:30.
But my default was, I was like, you have to at least come 2 hours minimum for it. So I was like, if it started at 2,
it depends on the barbecue, because my barbecue might be done in 2.5, 3 hours. I'm like, okay, well, the niggas ate all the meat. Y'all done drank up all the drinks. Y'all have a good night, pleasant evening. I have plans for this evening.
Yeah, y'all niggas not paying all rent the free here. Vodka, so get out. Y'all
niggas not paying rent over here. I don't know why you think this is a 5-hour event.
5-hour event, Lord Jesus. It started at 2. We got to be over by 7. Girl, goddamn.
So some of the responses,
4, 5, 6, right? So
is
5 hours,
right? So some of the responses to the question was people showing up at 6 and 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So the time.
No, the event 5. Is over, bro. I'm gonna take my clothes off and watch Scandal now.
I got that question from Facebook. On Facebook, a lot of people were saying that if it started at 2, that you should show up at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And I was like, girl,
you gotta know your audience.
Girl, the bouncy house gonna be full of other kids, then your kids gonna have to get in there and fight for a spot in the bouncy house.
You gotta know your audience.
Ain't gonna be no horseshoes left, and you gonna be fourth for the table on spades. God damn.
Well, speaking of bouncy houses, I want to go to 2 Chainz's new trap house in Atlanta.
I'm so jealous.
I want to at least go take a picture of it in front of it, like the ghetto me says, dressing your cutest cute.
Yeah.
And go out to the trap house.
This is a staple in pop culture.
And take a picture, because we don't know when it's gonna go back. He might have only rented that shit from Airbnb for like a month, and then it's probably gonna go back to.
He could paint the house.
Yeah.
So that was private property. He had to buy that property.
You think he owns that house?
I think whoever he is leasing it from, they own the property, and they agreed to what his shenanigan was going to be.
But that still means it's not gonna always be the trap house. Like, that's not gonna be the trap house when my kids come along and be like, "Daddy, I want to go see the trap house." That's not gonna.
The pink faded to yellow, bro.
It's not gonna be
the
that.
pink faded.
So I want to take advantage of the opportunity now, and let's go to Atlanta.
Yeah. You got your sister passes.
Shout out to Kid Fury. So I think it was cute. A lot of people were on the internet judging it and shit like that. I thought it was a cute idea. The word trap house has been used for.
I just hope the people about that. I just hope he had like a little stick on the side of the lawn that said, "Yeah, you are here from this house, but go buy my album, girl." To remind the girls to go buy the album.
Yeah, there was posters out there like the merchandise, the selling merchandise of the album. The Pretty Girls Like Trap Music was out there on the tables.
Oh, so he got
like
sales associates out there.
People are handing out posters and the CDs are for sale.
That's my main concern because I'm be out here painting houses and shit. Because exterior paint for a house is very expensive. He could have went about copies of his own album if he was going to do that.
Well, it gained some traction. It at least was on the internet. People were talking about it, and that's more than we can say about a lot of other people's albums that are out right now.
Shout out to Tinashe. I love her, but
her album is out right now.
In other news, well, 2 Chainz is babe because he's 6'5", got a degree in business administration, and he was like, I can go out here
and not afraid to go on Fox News, and talk to the girls, because the girls was like, just invite that ignorant black ass rapper on Fox News and let's see if he gonna be able to articulate himself. And he got on Fox News and said, "Oh, the 2 Chainz is not on right now. I know what I'm talking about." So yeah, shout out to 2 Chainz and shout out to
I need to watch this. He literally has a Fox News.
Yeah, he literally got on Fox News.
Well, I'm letting you know while you talk, I'm finna be looking it up.
He literally got on Fox News and let the girls have it.
Bae, seriously.
Yeah, he literally got. This is like maybe not a full year ago. Maybe it's
not this week with the album out. It's in the past.
Okay. Yeah, like 9 months ago, something like that. He got on Fox News and let them have it. In other news, speaking of Atlanta. Because Atlanta apparently is big in the news.
It's a holiday. People go to Atlanta.
Miss Phaedra Parks.
She recovered, right? She done picked herself up?
No.
Dust yourself up and try again. You can just sit up and try again.
She gonna need a few more tries.
And again.
She's gonna need a few more tries.
Yeah.
She's gonna need some milk. So she gave an Essence interview day before yesterday, in the midst of Essence Festival and all of that. And was trying to be smart and trying to be like, oh, well, they edited me and, everything that I've done in TV is for entertainment and I'm still going to have a platform after this. And then the biggest lie that she told was, I'm bigger than 1 hour of TV. So are you talking about like your shoe size, or you mean like your waist size, or you mean like your lips? I'm trying to figure out where she was quantifying being bigger than TV, being bigger than 1 hour of TV. That if it wasn't for that 1 hour of TV, we wouldn't know who she is. So shout out to her for attempting to revive her career. It's an attempt.
And shout out to Kenya Moore for getting out there on her panel. It was like, child, don't give up on love, y'all. Love found me, and I just had never seen, and I had never thought, and I had never envisioned, and I had... Niece, we know you didn't, because we was out here judging you and being in your business, and we ain't see it for you neither. But don't be acting like you was actively searching for love. You was actively out here paying for actresses. You was considering actresses, and looking on Craigslist for dates and things to...
There's Kenya lesbian tees out there?
For a rating, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit, Nene gone, so they got extra coin in the budget.
Nene's back. Remember, Nene got a whole photo shoot about her being back.
And Portia got one back as well, because the rumors were that Eva Marcille, who we love and adore...
And now that's getting ready to be my next story. So, tread lightly.
Are you trying to say that I don't love Eva Marcille?
I don't know.
Rumor is that she's filming for season 10. Eva Marcille Pickford.
It's not even a rumor. It's not even a rumor. She is already filmed. She's already filmed for 2 episodes already. And so if you know how any of these episodes, not you.
Yeah.
If anyone knows how these episodes are filmed, sometimes they film you, but you don't make it.
To test you.
To test to see if you going to flow with the cast or if you have anything fun to talk about or anything like that. And my bet in meeting Eva for the first time this year, she's getting ready to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Eva Marcille she's a veteran. She's been on TV since like 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
She's been on TV for a long time.
So not only does, I'm sure she can come up with a good tagline, but she's got a good storyline. So she's running as...
She's dating somebody.
She's the person, her fiance is running to be mayor of Atlanta and has a great chance of winning because he got the LGBT girls behind him, he got the black girls behind him, he got white power, money behind him. So it's a good chance he's getting ready to be the
And the
mayor.
current mayor, who we love, has endorsed him.
Yeah, because he was he worked for
As a
Kasim.
successor.
Yeah, he worked for Kasim Reed as well. So it's a good chance that her bae is getting ready to be the mayor of Atlanta, which is
That's a good sign that her peach is about to be on your TV come November.
Give me the peach already. I'm the first lady of Atlanta.
Yeah, literally.
Who else you got on the cast? Who else do you have on the cast? I'm about to be the first lady of Atlanta. And I was America's Next Top Model. So I'm already cuter than half of these hoes. And I'm about to have a title next to that.
Hashtag natural woman. Hashtag wood fillers. Wench.
Hashtag... Oh, that's going to be shady.
Shout out to...
I hope that her and Kenya are friends. Because I don't want to have to pick between the two.
Shout out to our Shade fans from dirtsquirrel.ca. That's not an advertisement, but I love my Shade fans so much. And I've been popping it figuratively and literally since the beginning of this episode.
Well, with this holiday, I definitely don't want to forget to spotlight people that I love to hate. 4th of July means a lot of different things to different people. And to our Hotep brothers, it means an opportunity to get on the internet and tell us why no one that is melanin
free.
No, melanin.
No one
that is full of melanin should be celebrating 4th of July / Independence Day.
But what were they doing on Juneteenth? Were they asleep? That was the day to tell us that.
Well, they haven't been woke for a while.
Oh, okay.
They just be using the title as woke, but they've been asleep for a long, long time.
They be using the hashtag, but they don't live it in real life. Oh, okay.
There's that. So to my Hotep brothers and sisters that found their way onto the internet with plenty of stink pieces, with plenty of
stink pieces,
because it ain't a think piece. When it's not a think piece and it smells like shit and it smells like dirty booty, it's a stink piece. They have dedicated all their stink pieces to 4th of July today.
I cannot.
On 4th of July. Yes, everyone knows the history of African Americans in this country and where we are and where we aren't. But we don't need to be reminded on 4th of July that we can't celebrate 4th of July because it's a white man's holiday. And the country still keeps you enslaved. That's not news. It don't need to be retold to us on 4th of July. If I want to go out and barbecue in my thong and go swim, then let me go fucking swim because I don't get this many fucking holidays a year to take off and go barbecue in my thong.
And there's another black man, you know that we don't get that many days off.
Yeah, shit. And so, let me take the white man's money today and go home and barbecue in my thong and get in the pool without reading on the internet that you have a problem with it. So, I'm not here for the hoteps on the internet.
Is it bad that I still haven't had a sausage today? Like a bratwurst, a BBC. I ain't had no kinds of sausages. And so if there's any Hotep brothers out there in DC, my name is @Ronald.
So you willing to let them put them Hotep kids in your life?
We use condoms around here.
Oh, okay.
It says condom required on my jacks. I don't know what you would say.
So they can put the Hotep kids on your face then.
My favorite, sure. It sounds like you're judging me. Let's just move on.
This is why you get pimples. This is why you get pimples. You let them Hotep niggas put them Hotep babies on your face, and it's nothing but tragic.
Anyway, moving on. What else in your notes? Because you about to try it. And I'm like, you're not a Hotep, so don't try it.
I'm not. Fashion.
Oh, look at us. Here for a podcast.
Fashion
divas. Okay.
Yeah, pop out the fan. Fashion queens. Male sundresses are not a thing. And
No.
Listen, I know that I opened the episode a few episodes ago talking about and endorsing rompers.
Rompers are cute.
Rompers are cute.
Rompers are cute.
And actually, Zara has rompers as of this week.
They do?
Zara has rompers. And I can't wait to go get one.
You a nasty hoe.
And I know even if I go get one, it's going to be 1,000 other niggas that have them because it's at Zara. And
quit calling them niggas. They're 1,000 other people.
Okay.
Rompers are universal. It's not just for black men.
Oh yes.
Rompers are.
There's gonna be white boys and Latinos also in Zara buying the same rompers. It's about what you do with your romper.
I was going to say, because the dudes
I'm
from
gonna-
Saudi Arabia get a matching thingy for the head.
Yeah. So
And
when I get my Zara romper, yes, there's gonna be 1,000 of you other niggas, especially now you listening, you know to go find it at Zara. 1,000 of you other niggas go out and go get the romper from Zara. Mm-hmm. What I do with my romper is gonna be different than what you do with yours, and it's about how you wear it.
It's about the accessories. You got a cute
But
bracelet.
outside of that, the main story
What kind of
is
shoes do you wear with your romper?
there are pictures going around of young men in sundresses and tailored sundresses for the man, and I am someone that believes in non-gender conformity.
So are rompers under shirts or are rompers under? I'm on the website and I'm
Find sundresses. Find
rompers under
sundresses.
outerwear. What? Zara.com. Help me, Zara. Where are the rompers? The rompers
Anyway,
ain't the category.
So that was on the internet this week, and there are tailors out there making these sundresses. And again, so I'm saying I am not someone that is against non-gender conformity. I am for it. I want people to be fashion flexible, but I'm drawing the line at male sundresses. I'm just drawing the line there.
It's too much fabric.
Unless
for
you are
men.
Pinhead from Hellraiser, sundresses aren't for you.
It's too much fabric for men. Like for women, sure, sundresses are cute.
I don't even like sundresses on some women. I'm like, this just looks like a lazy attempt. You didn't want to wear no bra and you didn't want to wear no panties and you just threw something on coming out here. So it's a lazy attempt. And it's a fashion faux pas, and I'm not here for it.
I don't have any comments, so.
So there's also, this is not a new story, but it's a developing story.
Come on, developing alert.
I gotta put my
For a podcast.
Yeah, I gotta put my ABC 7
Developing teas.
wig on. You know, the wig that don't move, that look like it's got a pound of hairspray in it. So there's a cake baker in Colorado.
Oh wow, we have a podcast. We should talk about this.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm getting ready to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay. And one, he gives the word cake baker a bad name. Cake baker, it should be reserved for someone that loves on cake, that does great things to cakes, that,
I don't know this story. What? Okay.
But follow me.
A baker.
Follow.
Okay,
Yeah.
just a
So
baker.
if you
Muffins.
if you go by the moniker cake baker, you should be someone that's loving and just loves
Baby, you
on
blowing your
cake.
phone up.
And
Okay. So I couldn't focus.
what's your title?
My name is Ronald Matters.
See, focus. So the cake baker in Colorado is someone that's not living on cakes right now.
Amen.
He is taking his case all the way to the Supreme Court. It's already left the state of Colorado, so that's what I mean by being old news. This has been going on for
2012.
It's been going on a few years.
Story.
It's been going on a few years, but now it looks like it's going to the Supreme Court in the fall, which is the news. That's what makes it news. He famously denied a gay couple a wedding cake because they were gay. And everyone had talked about it. Everyone gave their opinions and all of that. And now it's going to the Supreme Court, where we have a conservative Supreme Court thanks to the current administration.
Because they won't let Obama get their pick that Obama wanted. Because the next president should decide. But, girl, the next president going to be a fool.
And I'm not going to dwell. So this case, I want us all to make sure that we are aware of and don't let it fall below all of our purview, because this case is going to decide a lot of things for a lot of us. I was engaged a number of years ago. I don't know if some of you guys know about that, but I was. And at my engagement function, I invited a saxophonist to come and play some songs. 2 of my favorite songs and 2 of my ex-fiance's.
Oh, he had a full set.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gave him a $500.
This sounds like what Cardi B be doing at the clubs.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a full set. Okay.
Yikes. I gave him a $500 deposit because he was there for 2 hours and he was going to do 4 songs.
But he didn't know it was going to be 2 boys.
He didn't know it was going to be 2 boys.
Oh, wow.
He showed up to the event and it was 2 black men. He was a white man that came highly recommended because he'd done other engagement functions before, and decided that he wasn't going to do the event. He only had $400 on him in cash and gave me the $400 back and told me that he would give me the other $100 back when he got back to Austin. Never got the other $100 back.
What?
Got the $400 back in cash, and I had to drastically change my engagement plans. So that I'm just
That's
giving
why
you
it's
as a
bigger
backstory.
than just a cake.
It's bigger than just a cake. Because that happened to me when I was a no one, years ago, and I was just Joe Schmo in love, trying to get engaged, and it was very legal for him to do something like that to me, and I can't take that to the police. I couldn't go to court about it. I couldn't bitch about it or nothing like that. And so I say that to say this, that if we let this case fly under our radar, that can happen in so many of our lives. When you find someone and you want to be happy, and other people don't want you to be happy because your happiness is not what they envision for happiness for a man.
A black man, Lord.
Any man. It could be a white man. It could be a Latino man. It could be an Asian man. But their feelings are the same. So make sure you pay attention to this Colorado case of the cake baker. Not the good kind.
But in the places where I've been seeing, people have been saying, like, it goes right on back to the Civil Rights Act of 1965. It's not about the water fountains. It is so much bigger than just separate but equal water fountains. And so this case about it being about a cake is so much bigger than a cake. It's about
it's way
a
bigger
saxophone.
than
It's an engagement function.
It's bigger than the music. It's the basic right. Because if I was a Catholic marrying a Christian and he came and decided that he was Muslim,
y'all
and he
had 2 kids out of wedlock,
he couldn't deliver a service because he was
if y'all
Muslim.
was serving shrimp at the engagement party, bottom feeders of the sea, y'all not supposed to be eating that. He still would have got up there and gave y'all the solo from the Whitney Houston I Will Always Love You. He would have gave y'all the same function.
And if he didn't provide that service, I could take him to court for damages. If I was...
Well, we should still take him down to the streets for damages.
Well, I did what I needed to do.
But it's the legal limits at this point.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm from Detroit. People
Do
from
we got a
Detroit,
Yelp?
People from Detroit will, pour fingernail polish on your car if you park in our parking spot. So, I did what I had to do.
Heavy.
I did what I had to do. But I'm just saying, make sure that if you don't know about this case, look up the case, be involved. Make sure that you are educated on what's going on around you in regards to the case, because the case is a major, major deal. It is even more major than any of the Trump stuff going on right now, because the Trump stuff is going to happen regardless. But we need to make sure that we are protecting and knowing our own rights.
And all these things that Trump is doing right now are deflections against the healthcare bill that he's trying to pass. And I'm gonna deflect to MSNBC. Girl, ain't nobody watch no damn MSNBC.
I like Rachel Maddow.
I live for Rachel Maddow. I just hate that it take her a whole hour to get her point across. I'm like, you can get 3 or 4 points across.
She's lesbian.
They have a lot to say, huh?
They have a lot to say, and they just...
You're making excuses. Thank you guys so much for all of your comments on SoundCloud. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Acast, Pocket Cast. We are on Stitcher, but I need to do more research on there. I just realized it right now as I'm saying this. Stitcher, we're on there, but I need to figure out what the hell is going on.
Blessings.
And we're on anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. So listen to us, subscribe, leave us comments. Last week, we got one of our most commented episodes and one of our most reposted episodes on SoundCloud. So thank you so much. We are definitely reading the comments. I'm too drunk, so I forgot to write down 2 or 3 to respond to, but
2 Chainz.
We love y'all, and yeah.
So also this week, because pop culture ain't stopped.
Oh Lord Jesus,
can't stop, won't stop.
That was supposed to be my little commercial break.
No, can't stop, won't stop. So also this week, I'm gonna attempt to
justice for my commercial break. Hold on, I'm a bottom. Justice for my commercial break,
and you gonna always be a bottom. Is that like the nicest thing I ever said to you?
No growth opportunities in this career.
Girl, I'm sorry. This is just there's a glass ceiling, and you're always gonna be a bottom. Yikes. So
what? Shade on my life.
So this week, as a prior fat person, I took great note to this case because
Come on, great notes.
I couldn't understand this, and I was trying to, see it from her perspective, but there was a plus size model named Paige Haig that got on the airplane, and when I say she's a plus size model, and I love plus size models.
We do.
One of my favorites are Ashley Graham, obviously.
Sitting on the panel right now.
Yeah. I love plus size model. I was a plus size gentleman before. I weighed in at over 250 pounds.
You have a black friend. This sounds like you're trying to justify
No,
it.
I'm not. No,
You have a black friend.
It's different when you were the black friend.
Okay.
I was the black friend.
You were the fat friend.
I was the 250 pound nigga at 5'8". Okay. So it's different. I speak from a different perspective than someone that is just a model. Because I was also a fat person, and now I am also a model. So I see both sides of the shoe. Anyway, this plus size model young lady got on a flight, and if you or me or anyone else have ever been on a flight and you see someone that is approaching to sit next to you that is in the weight class of 250 to 300 pounds.
I just get scared when I see 200 pounds. No shade, because I'm 210 pounds. But when I see 200 pounds, when I'm walking to myself, I'm like, oh, 200 pounds, okay. It's going to be a tight flight, child.
So, when you see that, it elicits a little bit of fear in you, especially when they stop at your row and they might be sitting next to you. And I am aware that this sounds real problematic and suck my dick. But those are real fears that I know I have faced, and I know it's a lot of people. I used to be fat. I know that I probably made somebody feel like that before when I got on a plane. But it's just a real fear. And because you have a platform, doesn't give you license to shame someone else back because you felt like they were shaming you.
So we feel the same way. Oh my God, I was so scared. Because when I read that, I felt that way.
No, it didn't give her license to shame him back.
Okay.
So she got on the internet. If you haven't looked up the story, you can just Google Paige Ham and I don't want to say fat model on plane, but
that's literally keywords.
Those are probably how you're going to find it easier.
Yeah.
But she was a plus size model. She got on an airplane. She complained that the person next to her was complaining via text message to his friend. Not to her, not to a flight attendant, but to his friend on
in
text
a private
message.
Conversation.
I'm texting my friend like, oh my God, I can't believe.
And she uploaded his text conversation to the internet, which is an invasion of privacy, which he can sue her for.
Absolutely. And then she felt more licensed to ask for an apology for invading his privacy after she was reading his fucking text messages about her fat ass sitting next to him, taking up the space. And then she was trying to say, oh, well, I'm really not taking up the space. But the whole time that she was recording, I'm looking at her forearm.
Okay.
5-arm, 6-arm. That is clearly on the other side of the divider between two people on an airplane. You already know that on the airplane is tight. So I'm looking while she's trying to like make this case for herself and make herself a victim of being you taking up two spaces when you only paid for one in an emergency aisle.
The gag is she said, I recognize I'm a big girl, so I paid $70 for extra leg room.
And then said that the people that were booking her and then was trying to tout that, oh, I'm a model and these girls are flying me out. And I didn't book this seat. But then in the following sentence, she said, I paid for $70 extra so I could have more leg room. No, ma'am, you needed more leg room, you needed more arm room, you need more titty room, you need more stomach room. And don't be mad at anyone else because they don't want to deal with you with your extra proportions. There's nothing wrong with being a big girl. It's nothing wrong with being a big boy. But when you get on these airplanes,
because my requirement is 250 pounds minimum.
It's nothing wrong with those things.
That's my
big is still beautiful to a lot of people.
I love my big boys.
But when you also a big boy, you take big boy responsibilities.
But you know that the shade that come with being a big, like I know when I walk out the door, there's gonna be some feminine shade. People gonna be texting their friends, this fag is next to me, and so and so, so and so, and so I have to expect that and hold myself accountable for that. But that don't mean I'm gonna stop being a fag.
Yeah,
even though I hate the word fag. Lord Jesus, I hate the word.
Still
fag.
Be you,
but
if being you is feminine, if being you is big, if being you is trans, if being you is masculine, be you. and be non-apologetic about you.
And I'm just as problematic about seeing straight people kiss in public. I hate seeing straight people kiss in public. I hate seeing white people take up the whole part, like walking in DC and being a metro taker. I point to them like, yes, I'm coming this way. The whole sidewalk, you gonna have it, and I say it to them. Like I hate, like there are so many other things beyond sexuality or beyond fat. I'd be like, yo, you can't have the whole sidewalk. This is gross. Can y'all let go of each other? Like, white people be sitting there waiting on the metro. Like, I just got 2 minutes to wait for the metro. Then I turn to the left and see 2 white people slobbing each other down. Excuse me, this is a public setting. Y'all can do that at home. Get a room. And I literally do that. So does that make me hurt because I do that? I don't know, but just.
No, all I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with being full figured. There's nothing wrong with being a plus size person or a plus size model. But stay in your lane.
And know what the expectations are that come with.
Yeah. And so if I get on because I have gotten on flights with a tank top that says some racy shit and some vulgar shit, but I like it and I bought it, I wear it, I live, that's my shit. But if I sit next to someone and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe this black gay man just came over here and sat next to me with a tank that
freaky something.
With a tank that says fraught.
Oh, the one you have on right now.
The one that I have on says fraught currently.
It says fraught
and that might be problematic when I get on the plane. But I'm not gonna I'm not first off, but no, I'm gonna applaud them for not getting in my face about my tank top because
they know what's best for them.
I'm happy you figured that part out. You might not want to talk to me about it. Talk to your friend on text message. And I shouldn't be in your goddamn text messages.
This is like you're here for. This don't sound like pop culture no more.
Nope, it's still pop culture.
Okay.
It's still because this is going on right now, and people are giving her like they're boosting her up and saying, "Oh yes, girl, you said the right thing. You did the right thing. Oh my God, they were fat shaming you."
But then when Trump supporters get out here and be like white power, white supremacy, and so and so, then y'all be like, you should not be out here saying such things.
They were fat alerting you because if you are too big for one seat.
But that's also
you might need
relative. If you're too big for one seat, that sounds relative. What's too big for? What was the seat built to hold, and how big is she? I think that's what.
Okay, I'll yield there. But you know when it's too big, when I have to share my space that I paid equally for with you. If my seat was $250 and your seat was $250. You should be getting just as much seat as I got.
Her seat was $320 because she paid for extra leg room.
So did he. He was sitting in the same exit row. So he paid the exact same amount that she did. And she, anyway.
What's the song for your soul this week, or what's the next segment?
Be big and be proud and be non-apologetic if you're going to be those things. And don't expect mercy and tears for that.
That was my
just be you.
Trying to move on. So.
Just be you. I understand that. I just want to close up the thought. Okay. The thought is be those things if you're those things, and get out of other people's phones if you don't want to see their business.
When you go look through somebody else's phone, you always end up in pain. Lord Jesus, don't just even go through his phone, Lord.
I made a video about that. My song for my soul, everyone that's listening to the podcast will know. It is not 20 years old, but it is a throwback because it was on this young lady's first album. And the song is Not Anymore, LaToya Luckett. In this song, LaToya Luckett detailed what she was not getting ready to put up with.
Sorry about it.
I'm not gonna do this shit with you anymore. And I know that we had great times, and I know we have years invested. But not any fucking more.
No.
All these years is all we have, and all we have is all these years, and I don't have time for it. Not anymore.
Nope.
And that can also be traced back when she was actually dating people that she ain't dating no more.
Shout out to Slim Thug because he's tall and cute. She dated him for a long time.
So that is my song for my soul because Not Anymore is still a bop. It still means a lot. It still is relative. It ain't going nowhere.
I was on Tidal, Apple Music, Google Play Music. It don't matter what you're on. Today's July 4th. We're spending time with family and friends. And when you type in family reunion, it's just like playlists come up, and you know, like
Family
all the
reunion
songs that come up on like family reunion playlists. So my song for my soul is like a playlist. It's not just a.
Okay.
If I had to pick, it would be "Baby I'm Scared of You" by Womack and Womack, but you can't deny what "Rocksteady" by Aretha Franklin does at a family reunion.
Rocksteady.
Or Casanova by Levert, come on. Or anything by the Gap Band, pretty much. The Whispers.
Casanova always spurs a hustle in my soul. The black families that I grew up in and around, when Casanova came on,
Yeah.
you gonna have to tighten your shit up. Get your hustle on, put your drink down, put your cigarette down.
Get you a step.
It's getting ready to be a hustle.
Get you a step
And
going.
if you from Detroit, from the areas around Detroit, you know we got a step and a hustle to every goddamn song. Every goddamn song. Last time I went back to Detroit, there was a hustle to what was that song off Chocolate Factory by R. Kelly?
Oh, girl. You know,
It was all problematic. Anyway,
it
was problematic. And we had a hustle to that. And I was like, why is there a hustle to this?
Yeah, it's a step. It's a step to everything.
We have a hustle to this?
Yeah.
Shout out to Detroit. Go ahead.
So, just a shout out to any app that you can open and type in family reunion. And you know, like, oh, girl, I'm going to play this playlist because it got all the hits on it. So, 4th of July playlist for the family reunion. And you can look at these playlists now. And if you had a misstep, you know, you can get it right before Labor Day weekend. Because Labor Day weekend, you can't miss. It's the last family gathering
Labor Day
before
weekend,
the
I'm
fall.
going to be in Costa Rica. I ain't going to be around nobody's family.
So
I'm going to be around family, but not your family.
Hello, are you friends with Dorothy? So shout out to the family reunion playlist. Songs for all of our souls.
Absolutely. Do some kickbacks this summer.
Please do some kickbacks. I was struggling 4th of July today. Well, I was like, who cooking? Where y'all at? One of my friends was like, well, I'm at a pool party with some straight people. I was like, girl, it's dire out here.
Oh, we must have been texting the same friend because somebody else told me that. And I was like, why the fuck would you tell me that? Because you know I'm not coming to the straight pool party.
Coming to that.
That means everybody going to be wearing board shorts. And I'm not, you know, I'm a Speedo.
And don't sit on no boards. Gag.
You know, I'm a Speedo, you know, thong type of nigga. What do you know?
Sexual health.
What?
What's going on in sexual health this week?
So it's sexual health. Being healthy.
Here you go, dragging it out, dramatic. What's going on? Y'all fucking with no condoms again?
They always gonna fuck with the condoms.
Shout out to the CDC struggling to make y'all care about condoms.
And that's
and PrEP.
And that's, well, the condom war has been a 25-year war that they've been losing. So let's tackle that in sexual health.
But somebody else said, how come the CDC will give us money any day of the week if we want condoms to do things, but when we ask them for money for PrEP, it's a struggle.
You need proposals, you need return on investment, slideshows.
Like the CDC ain't been investing money out here for 40 years to figure out how to help fight disease.
Yeah, absolutely. And the money is still invested in condom resources, and they have the research and have done the research that condoms are not gonna be the way.
Especially the types of condoms that they're buying. The girls ain't wearing lifestyles. No, not us. Like, they might be wearing, the ones out here writing the checks. They probably can fit lifestyles, but we can't.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's definitely an issue.
My last relationship, I had to go buy Magnum XLs. Do you know how expensive those are?
I do know.
I'm telling my own story out here, but I had to go. Do you know how expensive Magnum XLs are to go be buying every 2 weeks? I'm like, well, look, babe, we only got like 2 more till I get paid on Friday. So you either need to go find a 3-pack at the Walgreens till I can go to Walmart or something, because I got to have it, yes. But we ain't got the money.
We ain't got the money to have sex. Woo, that's a hood struggle. That sounds like a baby boy story. That's why them niggas was... That's why it's kids out here, because we ain't got no money for the condoms.
Because we don't have, but that's the CD.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's definitely a real issue. So, I think that people in these organizations need to be.
You struggling?
You get your chapstick together. You get your chapstick together and let me do this. Thanks. People in these organizations need to be refocusing resources and stop focusing on the war of the 80s. The war of the 80s was to, let people know about condoms. In 2017, everybody knows about condoms. There's nobody that's like, I don't know what a condom is. I don't know how to use a condom. I ain't never seen a condom. Everybody knows what a condom is in 2017. That's not what's affecting half of the black, gay, and Latino gay men getting infected in the next 2 years with HIV. That's not what's changing that fight. So the advocacy and knowledge of condoms is not going to change that fight. Put your resources in different directions. And if you are a part of the thought process that condoms is the only answer and that's the only way, then you are also part of the problem. It's not just CEOs of CDC. It's the people that are feeding them that same information and that thought pattern that, well, if we put $100 million more into condom knowledge, then maybe more people will use condoms. No. There's 7 billion people on this planet. 7 billion people on this planet didn't get here from using condoms. You didn't get here from your mama using condoms. Your mama was like, I'll let that nigga raw dog. No problem. Sure.
Well, back in '86, my mom was on the white stuff, so. And she
That's
was
a whole other conversation.
And,
That's a whole. You just read your mama. You read your mama.
I love her that she's done her breast cancer. I called her the other day and she was like, "Baby, if you didn't call me, I didn't know what I was gonna do." And I was like, "Mom, what the fuck you talking about?" She was like, "Your uncle so and so tired of me. Your auntie so."
No, but tell,
I was like, "Mama,
tell them the story of. Tell them the story.
I know where you going.
Tell them the story of why she was sick. What she tell you her story wasn't being sick.
So I called my mom. I say, "Hey, girl, what you doing?" She like, "Nothing, child. A little sick." I said, "What's going on, mama?" She said, "My boyfriend to beat up on me." Huh, mama? Who? She like, "Yeah, Charles." And I was like, "Who is Charles, mama?" "You know Charles." I was like, no, I don't know Charles, mama.
To give them a little backstory, how old is Jacqueline Matters?
She's in her 60s.
Jacqueline Matters is in her 60s and she ain't got no boyfriend.
She ain't got no boyfriend.
She ain't had no boyfriend in a while.
She down at the hospice. Lord Jesus, God bless her.
But it's such a funny story. It's such a funny story.
It was just,
God bless her.
I was like, let me call check on my mama. Say, hey. She like, yeah, my boyfriend to beat up on me. Who is your boyfriend? Why is your boyfriend still beat up on you in 2017? You ain't called me after it happened? What kind of son am I? God damn.
Jacqueline's still living in what year were you born? 1986. Jacqueline's still in 1986 out in these streets. I want to be Jacqueline.
It was so funny. I was like, I don't know how to be serious.
Because and so she might have disarmed you, and that's a psychiatric term. And she might have disarmed. Yeah.
She knows.
And she might have disarmed you.
Oh, she knows I need her to calm me down.
Absolutely.
Every conversation I be like, so what did Uncle do? What he say? Because I'll shake the table. Watch.
And also in mental health this week, sometimes you need to be disarmed. Sometimes you are in situations that you are going to react negatively to, and sometimes you need a friend or a family member that is going to say something funny or disarming to disarm you and get you out of that situation. So disarm, look it up.
This week it was announced that Chinese government is banning LGBT, I've said this so many times in my life, content from the internet. And, it put me into like, what the whole fuck? China has a population of 1.3 billion people. According to a 2013 estimate, 1 in 6 men are homosexual. So just imagine the rest of the GBT, the L and the B and the T.
All of them.
Praying for my co-host. And also, like in a time where the president is still the last one that mattered, President Obama said that Modern Family is one of his favorite shows on TV, and this show was about a white gay couple and as they go through adopting and what they go through to have a child and how much that has. And Modern Family is like one of the best shows on TV, like after American Idol and X Factor. Modern Family is up there in the scripted series. So for President Obama to come out and say that he enjoys the show, and like the first gay kiss ever on film was recorded in 1927. So even if the girls were kind of late to the party, gay kisses have been on the internet for a long periodically amount of time. So what do y'all do? Get you a pizza burger. Spin around in your little circle. Don't even be hungry no more.
Sometimes I'm hungry enough to get a pizza burger. I'm like, can you just give me cut a quarter of that bitch off?
So for the Chinese government to ban LGBT content from the internet, it also goes with their bans on luxurious lifestyles. So I don't know how Nicki Minaj is so famous because all she raps about is taking her race to China just to race with China. And like they banned so much because they are one of the most conservative governments on the planet. And they didn't even ban being gay. What is it? Being gay was still a psychological disease up until 2001. They are as late as Mississippi undoing the thing with slavery in 2013. They are so tardy for the party. So we have to take time to appreciate that in America, you can have free speech now. You might get cussed out for what you say if you're on Twitter or Insta.
Or y'all could subscribe to Here For It podcast because of what we say.
Hello, and the opportunities that you are blessed with in America, because you can say what you want, you can find a community where you want, and don't have to worry about retaliation from the government. And us as podcasters, as YouTubers, as bloggers, we can say what we want on the internet and don't have to worry about it. I didn't even bother looking up what the punishable fines were for attempting to upload LGBT content to the internet. They banned a lot of things from TV. So
a lot of it is labor in prison. It's like 20 to 30 years. Hard
then you end up
prison.
in a coma, then they end up shipping you back to the
That's
United
North
States.
Korea. That's North Korea. But China has some of the same type of laws. So
Crazy.
like if you are a porn connoisseur like me, there's like Chinese actual porn that is made in China. They still scan out and like fragment the pussy and the dick.
Yeah,
and so you can watch them having sex, but you can't see the actual pussy and vagina because they censor it. A lot of things in China are censored because it's not a fucking democracy.
And shout out to Jay-Z on his album this week saying that his mom is a thespian, knowing she was a lesbian and she had 4 kids anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean he shouted that out before.
And so there was also like, I thought that we knew that his mom was a lesbian, but since we're all pretending, I was like, well, I just pretend as well, and I just put this in my notes and mention it in the show.
Yeah, everyone's been knowing she was a lesbian for a while. So your Here For It is gonna have to be positive because mine ain't. I
have a listener question. Can I do that first?
Absolutely.
Oh, girl, I closed it. Okay, never mind. Child. I'm finna pull it back up, child. Give me 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I found it in 5 seconds.
7.
So 8. Actually, this isn't a listener question.
Oh,
I just did this to drag it out. No pause. I want to be like you. You inspire me.
Okay.
In the group on Facebook, 42,000 members strong now at this point. I was like, this group is standing the test of time. Okay.
I'm surprised that Facebook ain't shut it down at this point. I really am. There's so much problematic shit goes on in this goddamn group. Mark Zuckerberg has to be a member of this group.
So look at the picture of the two cars. What is that car at the top? Can you tell what it's a Nissan Rogue. It's like a car truck mix
maybe. Yeah.
in a Benz,
It's
and
cute.
then a picture of him.
Okay, I don't know who that is. Who is that?
You always want. I told you that. Stop doing it. You always want to know. You always want to know who the girls are and who they are. Don't matter.
Okay.
The caption reads, I am in a relationship for 13 years. I am educated with 2 degrees, a good job, 2 cars, and my own crib.
This means his dick little. He had to give all them accolades up front.
My problem is my partner takes me for granted.
Yep,
dick little. Cook, clean,
dick little.
Pay a car note that he drives every day.
Real little.
I make sure his food is ready every day by the time he gets off. How? If you work in the back, pay for 2 car notes. I'm like, sweetie, I'm working a 10. I'll eat your pussy before you can go to sleep. That's all I got to give. Buy some rallies. Anyway, back to this. Buy clothes for him and pay for all of the trips that we take.
Did you adopt a nigga or are you dating a nigga? What do you mean?
The other problem is he cheats on me. I don't think he sees me the same anymore. Tell me, you guys, what do you think? Am I attractive or what? The last question, the question at the end, am I attractive or what?
What?
I read this.
The answer is like, what?
What?
The answer is what?
What?
No, what? You're attractive to...
You just mentioned all these...
You're attractive to Joanne the scammer. If I'm trying to take your credit cards and get some money and get niggas to make meals for me after they've been working a 12-hour shift, then yes, you are attractive.
What?
You're not attracted to nobody being in a relationship because you're not attracted to you. Would you be attracted to that as that person?
I think his answer would be yes because of all the physical things. But when you're in a relationship, there are so much more emotional things that go along with that. Working 2 jobs and paying the car note and cooking. Those things are part of relationships. But it's like, there's so much more. What does
those
he
things
need
are part of
that you are not satisfied?
no. Those things are part of a relationship when it's in tandem. When it's I'm doing those things and you are also doing those things.
I do these things because you do other things.
Or sure, yeah, it can be whatever your 50-50 is. You found my 50 is this, your 50 is that.
So,
but if my 50 is 100,
I go to work and I come home and cook and I pay your car note.
Then you are a child that I have adopted. And the fact that he found enough gall and enough balls to put this on the internet means that he needs to be in therapy.
13 years.
He needs to be in therapy. He needs to figure out what is broken within him that he would allow someone to treat him like that. So,
because your partner is supposed to compliment you, not be.
Start there. We'll actually start with breaking up with the nigga, and then call the next psychologist closest to you. You need someone that like real close to your home or real close to your work.
Real close to work.
Yeah, you don't want to have to travel. You don't want to have to find excuses to not go. So, as someone that has been in therapy, find something that's gonna be easy for you in your schedule. That's where he needs to go next. Because being in a relationship is definitely not going to be it.
And I don't want to be a hater because...
Oh, I'm not hating.
Lord knows the longest thing I've been in is like 4, 5, 6 months. But...
I'm only speaking from experience. That's not hate.
I also know why I've only been in things 4, 5, or 6 months. Because girl, like, what? Huh? 13? You got me so fucked up. Shit, got me so fucked up. I cannot. Yeah, especially cooking, cleaning, working all the jobs, paying all the car notes, paying for the trips, da. So do I at least get a nut? When do I get a something? What are you getting out of this? This is not a equal something.
But the only reason that you would even think that that's right is because there's something else wrong with you. That's where you have to find and fix things within you so that you don't have to give so much to someone else for them to give like 1% of positive reinforcement. Did the nigga tell you was cute one time and then you was like, let me pay all the bills?
Did he buy you a tie? He was like, oh, well, babe, I got you these socks. They great. And I know that you like to wear these shoes and it'll slide right off the shoes if you wear these socks with them. So, I mean, like, so what are you getting the positive reinforcements, I guess, that you're saying?
Yeah. So first, break up with the nigga. 2, find you a really good therapist, counselor.
And work on yourself.
Yeah,
yourself, self-love, self-care.
Make sure they prescribe you something cute.
Because the thing that bothered me the most was he said he does all these physical things, but the question was, am I attractive or what? I was like, whoa.
But he's looking for positive reinforcement on Facebook in a group that is sexually charged. So that is why I say
he's looking for it in the wrong place.
He's probably in need of therapy. He's looking for it in a place where there are no psychologists and psychiatrists. Ain't no psychologists and psychiatrists in that group. Willing to diagnose him for free. So break up with the man, find you a psychologist or psychiatrist.
This week, I don't know if I'm here for it or if I'm not here for it, but the headline reads, we still need to talk about how Drag Race treated Nina Bonina Brown. And so I was like, well, let me see. When I read the headline as problematic, we still need to talk about how Drag Race treated Nina Bonina Brown. Let me see who the author is. Can I receive this? Am I in a place to receive this message? Is this the person to give me the message?
Nope. I read the article.
And, and I was like, it's a little white girl. Sure.
Nope.
Now, don't tear nobody down without offering them an olive branch or something funky that Neva says in his videos. I try to remember those things. He had some poignant points.
He didn't.
Nina Bonina Brown does need a little bit of self-care. Because Nina Bonina Brown is not confident in her. She has the potential. She possesses what it takes to be an international superstar. RuPaul would have not picked her to be on RuPaul's Drag Race if RuPaul did not believe in her. 113, 114 girls. RuPaul is meticulous about the girls he chooses. She chooses. Shout out to the gender pronouns. So, but I couldn't decide if I was here for it or not. And I was like, well, I'm just going to start talking about it on the episode and then let my spirit release me where I need to go. So something about World of Wonder exploiting her. Like, you're not, Nina Bonita Brown was not exploited. The way she feels and the things that she said on camera are the things that she said on camera, and it was recorded. And so if she has more moments where she's self-doubting herself, especially in a reality show competition where there can only be one winner, where there's $100,000 contract on the line, showing someone who has self-doubt and they don't believe in themselves, and as a producer watching them every day, you know that they have it. When they had that challenge where they had to make over the people in the crew, even the crew members was like, girl, look, we be standing back here recording you holding the mic up your head so you don't have to wear one around. We believe in you. You need to believe in yourself, Nina Bonita Brown. You're a black girl from Riverdale, Georgia, an hour or so outside of Atlanta. Those girls in Atlanta might not have accepted you, but you are on a national platform now. And them girls in Atlanta are a goddamn Pete in a goddamn part of the whole goddamn globe. I'm getting emotional because I still believe in Nina Bonita Brown. I know I did my here for it when she got eliminated. But I am still here for Nina Bonita Brown. And that bitch is the motherfucking international superstar. And that bitch knows it. Nina Bonita Brown knows it. I want to call her a bitch. I'm calling her a bitch in loving, not bitch in. I'm against her. So you have to justify.
Nina Bonita, Sarah Jessica Parker.
After
Brown.
a tumultuous journey on the show, she ended up at that almost impossible to overcome third lip sync for Your Life and was sent packing by the strongest competitor, Shea Coulee, someone who also told her, believed in her, even when she was against Shea Coulee. Shea Coulee said, well, girl, I can tell that you just being your regular self, but I still want you to know that I'm here for you, literally, here for it. But this is just the top layer of the real issue, which is that RuPaul's Drag Race and its fans have little to no respect for understanding the queer people of color mental health. You a motherfucking little white sissy. You can't tell me goddamn shit about the queer people of color mental health. I've said this once before and I'll say it again. You lily white bitches who sit up at pride.com, queerty.com, they gave me a shout out, one of the top 5 black gay blogs you need to read because they know that they don't have what it takes. Y'all need to give us. Anyway, so don't use your lily white ass goddamn thing. And I know you writing this little blog, you got to fill it up with words. Don't be filling up with your little white experience. And you know this, and the headline is about queer people of color and mental health. Get some goddamn quotes from some queer people of color with mental health issues. Get Shea Coulee to give a response. There are other black gay queens. BB Zahara Bonet is the first winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. Reach out to her for a comment. I hate that they sit up in their little Manhattan townhomes and they write these think pieces and insert 3 or 4 GIFs. And they think that, oh, I'm doing something for queer people of color. I was like, you know what? I appreciate that that's where I was confused. She's bringing out queer people of color mental health. I enjoy that. Great. We need to talk about it. The reason for this podcast. But I hate when they be trying to give, all of this is her think piece and her own opinion, and I don't see any quotes from anywhere else. I don't even see where she talked to a therapist about queer people of color mental health in this goddamn 1,000-word think piece. So, miss, what are you doing? You're doing nothing for me. If you're going to sit up and drag Nina Bonita Brown, don't even have a comment from Nina Bonita Brown in your goddamn piece. Go away from me with this, Apollo. Go away from me. I'm here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I think I decided I'm not here for it.
You're here for the subject matter, but not here for the stink piece.
I'm just not here for little white bitches constantly sitting up writing think pieces about what's going on in black people's lives. And meanwhile, you have a platform if someone needs to talk about Nina Bonita's mental health. I have a platform if somebody needs to talk about Nina Bonita Brown's mental health. And we have resources. We have people that we can reach out to who can give quotes and comments. But, you know, if we submitted it, it wouldn't even be accepted by pride.com.
Well,
I want to throw my iPad now because that shade just...
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well...
What are you here for this week? Not here for whatever. I ain't even got time.
Well, I'm definitely not here for that. I don't think that Nina Bonita Brown needed to be coddled in the race. She did her best. Her best obviously just wasn't good enough.
Can I take this shot now? I don't need to take it.
No.
Because this is just juice.
No.
Okay.
That's the rules of this show.
I know, that's the rules of the show. I know.
But she didn't need to be coddled. she was coddled, and she doesn't need any after the fact sympathy. She was not going to be the winner of the show. She made it as far as she could, and we should applaud that she was even on the show and that she was able to show her creativeness and her skill and her uniqueness, nerve, talent.
They will still take her far. They will move her out of her mama's house.
Absolutely.
She can move to the city of Atlanta or move to LA if she wants. Nina Bonina is
fine.
cute.
I think she's a creative, talented artist. And we got to see something different on Drag Race that we hadn't seen in 9+ seasons.
I'm throwing my iPad at you now because I still want to throw it.
But do we owe Nina Bonina Brown an apology? No.
Queer people of color mental health as told by a goddamn lily white bitch.
Yikes.
And her Instagram, her Twitter is gay on a budget. Well, you worry about your budget, and if your Trump carrier gonna afford you some mental health at gay on a budget, bitch.
So, my here for it. I'm also not here for it. I think I'm like four weeks straight in not being here for something.
Don't need no hateration, holleration in this.
This means I'm consistent.
Come on, 4th of July.
This means niggas
put
can't
that on the playlist. That's on the family.
This means niggas can't never say I'm not consistent. I am definitely not here for something this week.
Prep Squad DC, look. Prep Squad DC got the picture that you did for their campaign.
Absolutely, and I love them so much. I'm always going to be here for them.
PrepSquadDC.org. Sorry, just happened to open my Twitter while I was at gay on the butt. Fuck that bitch.
Yikes. So this week I am not here for the closing of a gay staple. It's a gay staple in Florida, and it's a gay staple across the United States because even if you're not in Florida, you never visited Florida, you know about this one club because it highlights the
Space
best.
is closing?
Space
ain't closing.
Let me fuck this dog. I got this.
Wow, just fuck a human, Lord. Okay.
Anyway, this is a staple, and it's such a sad day because we have seen so many other gay staples close this year, and in the past 9 months, other gay staples across the country closing, and I hope that we don't lose our spaces in these large cities because we should still have spaces in large cities. And all you entrepreneurs out there, I hope you invest. I hope you find great other platforms because we still need them. Mm-hmm. So Palace is closing. Palace.
What's Palace?
Palace is a very famous club on South Beach in Miami. I'm sure if you don't know the name Palace by name, you've seen the videos. The videos are of drag queens doing brunches.
Oh, it's the drag brunch videos that I'm always seeing on Insta.
Exactly.
It's somebody that I follow who performs there.
There are plenty.
You know what? Now that I know, okay.
There are plenty notable drag queens that currently perform there and have performed
Palace
there,
is closing?
including many Drag Race alumni that go there.
That's how I found it.
Yeah, they go there and build their clientele and make some extra coin because you can go there and make $500, $600 in an hour at that place because you know they want a full show. Mm-hmm. It's not just a pageant. You need to flip, you need to dip, you need to dive, you need to do things
on this concrete.
On the concrete and in the middle of brunch. And so it's on a very, very popular corner in South Beach. Right down from it is one of my favorite chicken spots. I'm not going to tell y'all because I don't want y'all to go and I don't want them to be lying when I go there. But anyway, it's in a very popular place and it's, you know, as many times as I've been to Miami, I think that I've been to Palace almost every time that I've been to Miami. If I didn't go, I at least passed it and stopped and looked. But Palace is such a staple and I can't believe it's gone. And I am absolutely not here for our staples leaving. OMG, Palace. Can't believe it. RIP.
I know, because they said that Town, which is a gay bar here in D.C., Town is closing next summer. I guess they're like, look, girl, the lease going to be up next July, so y'all better enjoy us from July to July, because that's what we got to give.
Well, I won't be as sad for that.
Esqualita's closed in New York.
I was very sad about
G Lounge closed in New York and rebranded.
I'm still a little soft about Esqualita's because I guess anyway.
I've told a lot of people, but the gay club in Memphis closed. The owner found God, so it just ain't been the same.
So all these staples are closing. I hope
So much.
I hope all you rich entrepreneurs out there are investing in your own community and making sure that there are safe spaces for the kids that come behind us. Because even though Superman is old, there's gonna be some other Supermans coming behind me that need to have these spaces to find themselves and to figure out themselves and to be themselves outside of the sex parties. So, shout out to the old staples that are gone, and hopefully there will be new staples coming to take their place. And this brings us to last call.
Oh, I've been waiting to take this shot. I was like, please let his segment don't be long.
It's not.
I'm waiting to take this shot, Lord. Okay, so let's go. Come on.
Woo.
Shout out to Bombay Sapphire Gin. It's out here.
Yeah. Tell people always talk about gin. Make you sing. Should I sing without gin?
Oops.
So this week, my last call, we semi-addressed mental health before, and I'm going to readdress it again because this show is about that. I want you people to be out there.
Not you people. This.
Go away from me, Ben Carson. Go away from me with that. I want people to be in the best mind that they can be in. And so in the vein of something that I've said in shows past, I said, don't let your current location determine your destination.
Amen.
Because your destination can be so much greater.
Amen.
Let Jay-Z be a testament to that shit. He's a goddamn crack dealer. And you see where the fuck he is right now in the lap of luxury next to fucking Beyonce. He did not let his goddamn location determine his destination because his destination is next to Beyonce right now. Don't let your location determine your destination. So
his last album, he had a contract with Sprint. I mean, he had Samsung. His new album, he got a contract with damn Sprint. What's the next album gonna give?
It don't matter because his location,
budgets.
His location 20 years ago is not his motherfucking destination in 2017.
His location on the last album until the
and it's not gonna be his location in 2018. So anyway, don't let your location determine your destination, and I will continue to say that. Even if that becomes my mantra.
Amen.
But this is, don't let a negative environment, my last call is, don't let a negative environment determine your atmosphere. So atmospheres encompass other environments. Mm-hmm. There are many environments under an atmosphere. So if your current environment is a negative environment and something that you just don't want to be in and it's funky and you don't want to be here and it's not happy, don't forget that this is just one environment under an atmosphere. So don't let that current environment determine how your atmosphere is shaped. And that is my last call this week.
Bitch, you done went very Iyanla, very Webster Dictionary, very...
I didn't call nobody a gutter snipe.
3rd edition of the Bible. Anyway, 2 last calls for me.
Oh, Lord.
Shout out to Ben's Chili Bowl in D.C. I have never been... Bitch, when you get drunk in DC, and
wait till I'm gonna take you to Detroit at one
Ben's
point.
Chili Bowl,
and there are gonna be some hot dogs that put Ben's Chili Bowl to shame, and then you're gonna be like, "Bitch, what's Ben's Chili Bowl?"
The Superman said I fell asleep on the living room floor and was snoring my ass off.
Did
Ben's Chili Bowl just never. I couldn't even finish all of what I had bought because I had fell asleep on the floor.
He fills me up.
Ben's Chili Bowl fills me up.
He gives good love.
So Ben's Chili Bowl, if you ever visit DC, you have got to go there. My other last call.
President Obama went there.
My other last call is I made a status on Facebook that was about and it reads, I'll read it.
Oh, Lord.
Bloggers that said I only became popular because I run a sex site sure have been news leaked this and ping picked that lately. And y'all all know who I was talking about. And shout out to Corey in the group. It's like, bitch, you leaking my news from 2 years ago.
I wasn't sure if this was about my news leaking. Did my news leak?
Your Connect Pal still won't take my card. But
okay. Well, my news is safe then. Cool.
So girls who were hating on me, like when I was out here heavy in this blog game, right now I'm in the podcast game. Oh, that was the second part of my status. But now I have a podcast. So let's see how long before they copy this style of quote unquote journalism in my Portia Williams voice. But y'all all knew who I was talking about, and y'all all gave great responses because y'all knew who I was talking about. And shout out to Corey for reading it, girl. I still feel like if those photos are uploaded to her, whatever her .com is, Corey can sue her because she's already
He allegedly did sue her.
Corey has already sued and won in the revenge porn case. So anyone who shares those photos are also susceptible for a good lawsuit. So even though he read her dreads and read her makeup, he can also read her and have her. He said her site was ugly and have her ugly website taken down. So shout out to.
He said her makeup was ashy. How you find ashy makeup?
I never experienced that. Never went through that. I don't wear makeup because I am naturally beautiful.
Shout out to Corey from Kentucky. That's only a country. I won't say girl. Country man's read. A country.
Yeah.
Child.
Very Kentucky Derby.
Very Kentucky.
Yeah.
Girl, your makeup is ashy. Wait a minute. If I have on makeup, that covers the ash. How is ash on top of my makeup?
What'd you say?
Very Kentucky. I missed the South a little bit.
That is this week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Here For It Pod. HereForItPod.com is looking really cute. You saw it today. It's cute-ish. HereForItPod.com is coming soon. Go to it and see if it's up. It might be, it might not be. And also, my name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters. Duh.
And my name is The Superman. I am out here trying to make Michael B. Jordan my next husband. So,
at Michael B. Jordan, at The Superman.
Yeah. Put us together in pictures, and if you know him and you want to hook a nigga up, let me know. Yeah. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, share, and comment.
This sounds like a YouTube video. Okay.
No, because they have to do the same things.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week or hear from you next week. You'll listen to us next week.
You'll hear us. We ain't going nowhere. Bye.
Holla.